For nearly a decade, Five Nights at Freddy's was trying to make it to the big screen. And yet, for years, the official FNAF film sat trapped in development hell. Between 2018 and 2023, a wave of projects emerged that borrowed heavily from FNAF's core ideas: children's entertainment, friendly mascots turned hostile, and killer animatronics. Some of these projects were creative reinterpretations. The Hug, 2018. One of the earliest and most interesting examples is The Hug, a 5-minute horror short produced by Blumhouse Television for Hulu's annual Halloween event. Set inside a pizza arcade called Pandora's Pan Pizza Palace, the short follows a young boy celebrating his birthday who wanders backstage and encounters Pandora, an off-duty animatronic panda. The panda then traps the kid in a hug and then eats him. On the surface, the hug feels extremely familiar. A pizza place, a mascot character, backstage areas that children aren't supposed to see. It's no surprise that it's often labeled a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff. But unlike many later imitators, the Hug is frequently praised, even by FNAF fans. Its production quality is high, the animatronic design is convincing. Rather than exploiting the trend, the Hug feels like a proof of concept, evidence that a FNAF-style story could work on screen if handled with care. Willy's Wonderland, 2021. If the Hug represents restraint, Willy's Wonderland represents excess, and proudly so. Starring Nicolas Cage as a silent, unnamed drifter known only as the janitor, the film traps him overnight inside an abandoned family entertainment center filled with possessed animatronics. The town, we learn, has been sacrificing travelers to these mascots for years to keep itself safe. The animatronics are inhabited by the souls of a serial killer and his cult, transferred through a satanic ritual. Nick Cage is most definitely the best thing about this movie, methodically destroying animatronics with plungers, mop handles, and his bare hands, then calmly goes back to scrubbing floors in epic fashion. Even more absurd is his devotion to routine. He stops mid-battle to take scheduled breaks, drink punch energy soda, and play pinball. The monsters are really just inconveniences for him instead of threats. Rather than copying FNAF, Willy's Wonderland almost feels like a parody of it, an action comedy built around the question: what if Nick Cage beat up killer animatronics? There are also some cool prequel comics, so go ahead and check those out. The Banana Splits Movie, 2019. While Willy's Wonderland twists the formula, the Banana Splits movie plays it almost completely straight, and that's why it remains the most controversial of the bunch. The film transforms a cheerful 1960s children's TV show into an R-rated slasher, where animatronic versions of the Banana Splits go on a killing spree. What fuels the rip-off accusations is the persistent rumor that the script began life as a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Warner Brothers originally held the rights to FNAF before they moved to Blumhouse, and fans believe elements of a rejected script were repurposed once those rights were lost. The film itself is mostly known for some of its gore and kills. Freddy's Fridays, 2023. At the opposite end of the spectrum lies Freddy's Fridays, a low-budget mockbuster released right around the time the official FNAF movie finally hit theaters. Unlike the earlier films, Freddy's Fridays doesn't even try to hide its intentions. Its marketing, especially posters featuring glowing-eyed animatronics, is deliberately designed to confuse casual viewers and piggyback on the FNAF brand. The plot itself barely resembles FNAF. A detective investigates murders tied to a demonic book that brings dolls or something to life, while the so-called monsters are widely criticized for their cheap costumes and lack of menace. Where the Hug showed care and Willy's Wonderland showed personality, Freddy's Fridays represents the most cynical phase of the trend: pure exploitation. Which of these movies did you enjoy the most? And which did you dislike the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.